Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to your pick a card reading. I'm starting to really get into the groove with these little readings and I enjoy them as much as you enjoy them too. So, but before I begin, I want you to have a look at the 3 decks, these 3 bundles, see which one you're drawn to. And while you take your time to have a look at these, I will just mention that below my video, right there are links that you can click on to book a reading with me. I'm an international clairvoyant reader. There's also a donation button, so if you feel to click on there and give me a donation for my time, thank you so much. I value you. Thank you for donating to my channel. Thank you for valuing me, and thank you for valuing my time. Okay, so how this works, the question for today is, will we be together? So I am reading for people who have been in a relationship and there is separation. One, both have walked away from the connection and they are left hanging. They don't know whether they'll ever be together again in this romantic partnership. The other people that I'm reading for that could be tuning into this is if you have like a crush on someone, or you're really interested to be with someone in a romantic way, but you're not quite sure, whether that is a possibility, then this reading is also for you. Now, if you are in an established connection, relationship, partnership, marriage, this reading is not for you, and I suggest you move on to a different channel. But what I also want to say is that tarot is not predestined. This is just as the energy is sitting here with me asking this question. If there is information coming through and you don't resonate with it, don't try and make it fit into your story. If you resonate with it, that's all good. Keep on watching and see what happens. Remember, you are still the person that determines your destination and your destiny. You are in the driver's seat of your life, but this is just a quick peek to see, is there a possibility that the two of you will be together? So the decks that I'm using, these brown cards, is my Druidcraft deck. I'm also using the Good Tarot by Collette, Baron-Reid. I'm using the beautiful Psychic for the Heart by Holland. And last but not the least, the Romance Angel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Now, you'll also find below the video the time stamps where you can forward to your deck. And I'll also make a list of the decks that I'm using below the video. So hopefully by now you have chosen the deck that you are drawn to. So this is number 1, number 2, number 3. Okay, let's get started. I love reading for you. I was born to do this. I wish I could read all day long. Okay. So will you be together? And I see that this person is in deep contemplation. We have the King of Swords. So this is a person that has Gemini, Libran, Aquarian qualities, either these signs rising, sun sign, moon sign, or Venus in these air signs. So to answer that question directly, will the two of you get together? It depends on, I get the feeling it depends on you. What it is that you decide that you want. Maybe you have been in a situation where you've been weighing the pros and cons. Should I, shouldn't I? going to and fro, weighing up all the facts, wanting all the facts concerning this, the lessons that's been learned in this connection if you've been together. Or maybe you are attracted to someone that you don't really have all the information, you don't really know a lot about this person, and so this person and this relationship has been on your mind, but you have not taken any steps at this point in time to try and get a positive outcome of bringing the two of you together. Now, this is a masculine card, so if this is a masculine person watching, asking the question, will we be together? Then this very much depends on you. If it is a feminine watching, a feminine dominant energy, then it's to say that the person that you're inquiring about, the masculine dominant, might be an air sign, and it very much depends on maybe what he decides, what he wants out of a connection. So it depends on the person whether you'll be together. Let's get more information for you. So we have Seven of Swords. So there is a little bit of unclear. Maybe someone, I get the feeling that the two of you have met, that there is connection there, but for some or other reason, not all the conversations that should have been had was had. I get the feeling that in some cases, either one of you kept quiet when you should have spoken, either one of you weren't totally honest with each other, omitted truths, kept quiet about certain facts that was very important concerning this connection, and maybe that is why you're not together now, is because I wouldn't go as far as to say there was dishonesty. I don't see dishonesty at this point in time, but someone was trying to avoid awkward conversations at the very least. Okay? And there's also someone with control issues, very healthy boundaries, wanting things on their terms. It's a very strong masculine person. I get this masculine person here. If you are feminine watching, this is about healthy boundaries. This is about maybe not knowing how to communicate your feelings, having control issues concerning the heart, and because you don't know how to communicate the feelings because of protecting the heart all the time through having strong boundaries and control issues, certain things weren't said in your connection, and I feel like there's still these kind of issues hanging around in your connection. Open up. I love these cards. It says open up. This person, and I get it, the masculine in this connection is closed, finds it very difficult to share emotions and to open on a heart level because they most probably been hurt previously and they've disconnected from their feelings and they're all up in their heads thinking about things and almost debilitated, not knowing how to move forward, because neither of these cards are about forward movement. But there is advice here. It's to say, because it depends on this person sitting here, if this person can manage to open up their heart, I do feel that there is a possibility of the two of you getting together. So we have daydreams and decisions. So this person is, I feel, one of the people in this connection is confused. They don't have clarity. We have 2 sevens here. There's unstable energy. They don't know how to convey their feelings. Sorry, I just want to get that out of the way. They don't know how to convey their feelings, communicate their feelings, but there might also be something to do with addiction. With these 2 sevens here, I would say sneaking off, and there's addiction here maybe that is having a direct influence on the two of you getting together. So I do feel like there is a strong possibility if this masculine person can get over the issues, and if they take control of their life and overcome these internal programmings where they continuously avoid situations where they need to speak up and communicate, and where they can maybe stop overthinking and confusing themselves. If they can open up to their heart and their feelings and share, when they start to speak about their feelings, they'll start to get clarity. The energy won't just be all in their mind, and there'll be clarity. And there is warmth here, there is sun, there is a consciousness. This is a really positive card for will the two of you be together. I do feel yes, there is some issues that needs to be worked out, but you can definitely have at the very least a reconnection if you are in separation. We have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now, especially with this emperor here and this masculine. Maybe he's a bit of a workaholic. He avoids issues through, being vague and maybe throwing himself into his career and his work to avoid issues or address matters of the heart. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So I feel like in this connection, if this is your bundle that you chose, I feel like it's more than likely the masculine that needs to work through emotional challenges that he's most probably incurred in his early formative years, and it's about learning from those experiences and moving on from that, or ascending, transcending the lessons rather than holding on and trying to protect himself. I do feel like there's a bit of trust. Is very difficult to trust people and to trust life. That's why we have this controlling sort of energy here. But I feel there's a lot of warmth. There is a lot of there can be communication and clarity concerning the situation, which will be a really good foundation to start to see if the two of you can be together. Okay, so I get the feeling that if there's no communication, that if one of you pick up the phone, it'll be easy just to talk to each other. It's almost like picking up where you left off. If they are open to it, I do feel there's a very positive energy with the sun. So I hope that answered your question. Okay, our next bundle was this one. So there's a fly in here. It's annoying me. Okay. So, will we be together? Are you ready? This card is outright a plain no. Having the 10 of Swords, it basically says no. Not at the moment. It is a minor though. It can change. But this is a no card. It's also about finishing off with something. So if you're not together and the answer is no now, then, the card that follows on here is the Ace of Swords. So that could be very much a pending new beginning, potentially. But someone is over this connection. Okay, someone is like, nah, don't want to do it. And I get the feeling, once again, these controlling issues, and I feel like in this connection there could have been a little bit of a codependency and was an imbalanced connection where one person was being controlled by the other person, or even though you weren't good for each other energetically and always maybe got into volatile conversations or situations, there was always this codependency where you kind of stuck with each other and didn't know how to move on in this connection. So I do feel like someone managed to break free from this connection. So I feel like the person watching is the one that was left behind and asking the question, will we be together again? I feel like there has been a lot of healing coming in for this connection. This is about finding clarity, learning the life lessons concerning the partnerships that you were in. Even though it was stable, it was maybe a bit of a stuck in the mud kind of connection, but it was very controlling and not a lot of room to move and be your authentic self. But since this relationship has ended, you have had the opportunity to grow in yourself and find clarity. So this journey is divinely guided. So this connection that you're asking about is much bigger than what you initially thought it is or think it is. So it's also asking you to work a little bit more on yourself. You have found your path. You have gained a lot of wisdom from this connection. But it's kind of saying that like this relationship or this connection needs work. And I think it feels like it's really hard work because this guy is totally over it. He's, it's taken all of the energy, all of the mental energy. Most probably in this connection, you found yourself being tied in knots mentally, couldn't see clearly, couldn't see yourself clearly. I hear the word gaslighting, so there's emotional, mental abuse. Manipulation in this connection, and to go back into this connection will be hard work. But if you are dedicated, we have coming together here. So I do feel like the lessons that was learned, if you take it to heart and you vow to change things and you want to bring in more stability for yourself and bring balance into this connection, through hard work and communication, more from the heart, because this is Two of Cups. So this is about honesty, and to take the karmic lessons that you've had to heart. Then there's a really good possibility for you to come together, because as I said before, following on this is the Ace of Swords, and that once again is about having a clear understanding as well as clear communication. And that is what the Two of Cups is all about, is two people speaking the same language. In a different deck, the two people are looking at each other, they're looking at each other in the eye, and they are communicating with each other. So the Magician, it's basically says that yes, you can have another start in this connection, but it is about you manifesting this new beginning, because we have the Ten of Swords. So you can have this connection once again through setting your positive intention of what it is that you want from this connection. You can manifest it, but you need to be focused on your desire and what it is that you want to learn from this connection. Consciously deciding. So I feel like because there's a 1 following on the 10, there's a definite possibility of you coming together. Once again, I see this: free yourself. So this is about the codependency. You truly need to stand in your own strength, on your own 2 feet for this connection to work. You need to be balanced. We have the Two of Cups here. This is a balanced energy. So you need to be balanced and address codependency issues in this connection. And then we go, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And I rest my case. This is all about the self-esteem issues, feeling that you're not good enough or you're not capable enough to stand on your own 2 feet and contribute all you can, and forever looking to your partner or your love interest, your romantic partner, to help you out, to bail you out, to save you, to get you out of situations that's very difficult for you to handle. For the person watching, if you can empower yourself, because the magician, look at that focus. If you can get to where this magician is energetically and take control of yourself and your life and what you manifest in your life, you can have this connection once again if this person means that much to you. I hope that answered your question. Thank you for watching. So for our last group number 3, yeah, sorry, I was just making sure that this is group number 3. I was thinking. Okay, so will we be together again? Are you ready? Oh yes, you'll be together. We have the Ace of Cups. That's a resounding yes. If you've been waiting to get together, the opportunity is there for you, and this is true love. It's beautiful love. It is divinely guided, and it's a fresh new beginning for you. I get the feeling if the person asking the question, will we be back together again, has been waiting. You have been swimming against the river of time. You've been waiting a long time for this love to come back to you. There we go. Take the lead. So that's a three of wands. So you've literally been waiting, standing. You've cast your bread on the water. You most probably said everything you could say. Do everything you could say. Be transparent with this, with your person, with whom you're in love with, and for whom you are waiting. You have been doing and saying, communicating from the heart, and there's always been an openness. And now if there's separation, I feel like either you are looking to move closer to your person, or your person is looking to move closer to you. We have another 3 here, which is reach out. So if you still have, your person's number or a way of contacting your person, it is safe for you to reach out and reconnect again. 3 threes is a bit unstable, in the way of energy, but it can be, it can be very supportive. It's very creative. I do feel like, with this 3, that it is very stable. There's a potential to build together a really solid connection. We have release. So I do feel like you have been going through a very deep transformation. You've done a lot of work on yourself in the time during the separation, and asking if we will be getting back together again. In that time, you've been working on yourself. You've been you've been transforming. You see relationships in a different way. You feel you've grown up. I hear that you've grown up. You've become more mature, in yourself. You're knowing yourself better. You know your capacity to love. You have transcended all other lessons that you've learned from previous relationships that had maybe caused you to be going into relationships with your own baggage. So I see that you've gotten rid of your baggage, and you're truly ready for this new love, or for your person to come back and start over, because you've gotten rid of all your baggage. You're ready for the next connection. Giving and receiving, you're looking for a balanced connection. This is a lovely, generous, sweet, sweet card that is coming in. It's a card of, giving into each other, but also giving to each other in a very generous nature. But I feel like, it's also about materialistically, not just giving from the heart, but to make sure that one doesn't give more in the way of monetary value. So there is a beautiful balance in this connection. We have the Page of Air. So if you're not together, I do feel like some of you are spying on each other. You're trying to find out, where is my person at? Are they still single? Would they be available to reconnect? And so this is sort of like, going on the media and having a look around, and maybe a little bit of a immature way to approach, such a love relationship. But maybe it's just gathering information so you can make your next move. Oh, there we go. Chemistry. You have strong chemistry with this person. And for me, my personal opinion, and if there's chemistry, then it's certainly worth having another round. And then we have flirt. So especially with this Page of Air, if you've determined that your person is still single and available, maybe you can start to communicate with them, via media, and just flirt with them a bit. And, so there's definitely a possibility of the two of you getting together. I would say this is a resounding yes. And it says extend your light-hearted energy to others. And it says that there is a strong magnetic attraction here. So I don't see any obstacles. You've done the work on yourself. You've matured a lot, and you are ready for love. And obviously you've chosen your person, or you're already in a connection, or you know who it is you want to go into connection with. And I wish you luck. Let me know how this reading finds you. So I love reading for you. Thank you for watching another pick a card reading. And if you like this video, please click like. Please subscribe if you like my style of writing. My style of reading. Maybe I'll be writing a book one day. Who knows? Please share. I'd like to get my views up. I'd like to get my subscriber numbers up. I love reading for you. Best of luck in love. Thank you for watching. Light and love.